The National Transport Movement had noted a constitutional court judgment delivered on the 31st of January 2018. The aforesaid judgment dismissed the PRASA appeal against the Labour Appeal Court judgment that reinstated 700 NTM members with full back pay backdated to the 4th of February 2013. The Labour Appeal Court ordered PRASA to pay legal costs incurred in appealing against the aforementioned judgment of the Labour Court delivered by the acting Justice Mukwena on the 18th of March 2016. The aforesaid NTM members were dismissed for not having disclosed the names of the people who had been torching trains. It has since transpired that the trains were being torched by PRASA Protection Services, officials under the stewardship of Ronnie Kumalo, with malicious intention to implicate NTM and its members. Ronnie Kumalo is currently attempting to sue one of his colleagues for divulging information about the torching of trains by PRASA officials during the NTM strike in 2013. PRASA has failed to date to discipline Ronnie Kumalo and his collaborators for torching its trains. The dismissals of the aforesaid employees were orchestrated by Lucky Montana in collaboration with the SAFTU leaders. In their quest to get back at NTM leadership for exposing the corruption on their part and to taint the name of NTM. The South African police services, who are being used in a lousy political vendetta against NTM, failed to act against the culprits who burned PRASA trains, despite the information that had since come to light. We were informed that there had been instruction from the government for the culprits not to be arrested and prosecuted, as that may worsen the corruption scandals in PRASA and SAFTU, which would open a can of worms. We further call for a stern action to be taken against PRASA officials for frivolously dismissing 700 workers for nothing but political expediency. Thank you.
The South African Federation of Trade Unions and the National Transport Movement are elated at the dismissal of the PRASA appeal to the Constitutional Court. PRASA has sought to reverse the historic victory scored by workers when on the 21st of November 2017, the Labour Appeals Court upheld the appeal launched by SAFTU's affiliate, the National Transport Movement, and reinstated 700 PRASA workers with full pay backdated to the 4th of February 2013. The employees were dismissed for not having disclosed the names of the people who had been torching PRASA trains. It has since transpired that PRASA Protection Services officials with malicious intent to implicate NTM and its members were torching the trains. The dismissals were orchestrated by the then Group CEO of PRASA, Mr. Lucky Montana, in collaboration with a sweetheart COSATU's SAFTU leaders in their quest to get back at NTM for exposing corruption on their part. Workers spent just over 5 years waiting for the case to run its full course. Over this period, these innocent workers lost everything. Their bonded houses were dispossessed, their furniture bought through the hire purchase schemes were dispossessed, their kids were kicked out of schools, and at a personal level, they suffered hunger and some of them died from preventable diseases. This was totally not necessary, and we condemn PRASA management for subjecting workers to all of this pain. We call on PRASA to waste no time in implementing the decision of the Labour Appeals Court. The workers must be reinstated on full pay, and every cent that is owed to them must be paid to them without any further delays. We salute the tenacity of these workers. Throughout their ordeal, they never lost hope. They remained organized, meeting almost every week to check the progress in their case. They practiced solidarity amongst themselves, helped each other, counseled each other in order to go through all of these long 5 years. This victory will inspire other workers still in the middle of their own battles to be reinstated. The 91 of the 208 workers in the Northern Cape who were dismissed by Kumba Iron Ore after a strike in 2012. The 380 workers sacked in 2015 by Umpaba Banana Estate Farm in Mpumalanga after they went on a strike in support of the right to join a trade union of their choice, FAO. FAO is still fighting through the CCMA for their reinstatement. The 99 Jumbo Cash and Carry Johannesburg staff dismissed after bonus charges arising from a go-slow in 2014 in protest against the unfair treatment of workers. Lastly, we salute the families of these workers for giving them unconditional love and solidarity throughout this difficult period. We are now going to ask the Deputy General Secretary of NTM, Comrade Craig Nde, to read the Constitutional Court judgment of the Republic.
Thank you, GS. As part of this press conference, we believe that it's important, as SAFTU and NTM, that we actually read the detail of the Constitutional Court judgment for the purposes of exposing the lies that have been peddled by PRASA in the public for the last 5 years about the conduct of NTM. But the judgment reads as follows. In the Constitutional Court of South Africa, case number CCT 328 of 2017, in the matter between the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa Limited and the applicant, the National Transport Movement, the first respondent, M. Tau, and 668 others, second and further respondents. The order dated 31 January 2018 by a full bench of the Constitutional Court judges. It reads as follows. The Constitutional Court has considered the application for condonation, leave to appeal and cross appeal. It has concluded that the application for condonation should be granted, but that the application for leave to appeal and for leave to cross appeal should be dismissed as they do not engage the jurisdiction of the court. The court has decided not to award cost. The order is as follows. 1. The application for condonation is granted. 2. The application for leave to appeal is dismissed. 3. The application for cross appeal is dismissed. That's the judgment of the Constitutional Court. But what is important about this judgment? There's no space for PRASA anymore. There's no other court that PRASA can appeal to in order to try and keep workers out of their jobs. It's been a long 5 years. For those that don't know in the public, that about this particular matter. This project of exposing corruption in PRASA effectively actually started in 2006. That is also the year in which Lucky Montana was appointed in PRASA. That's when problems started in PRASA, but this judgment vindicates NTM and its members for having torched trains as PRASA had alleged. But as our General Secretary of SAFTU had pointed out, PRASA is very much aware as to who had burned PRASA trains, who are the people that had committed a serious offense against the state and the people of South Africa by destroying the assets of the Republic.